America.
Welcome to the eulogy, eat it up. It's called political buffoonery.
Hello and welcome to Buffoon of the Week. We're a show that reviews last week's news and current events in search of the dumbest newsmakers of the week. We then leave it to you to vote for your choice by leaving a comment below or by voting on our website at buffoonoftheweek.com. Last week, you voted for Charles Blow as Buffoon of the Week for his op-ed attempting to cancel Pepe Le Pew as part of rape culture. Clearly, you thought this buffoon stinks for his failure to realize that Pepe Le Pew has always represented how not to approach a female. Whoa, holy crap, where did that come from? It came from our new partner, Pie-O-Rama. Have you ever just wanted to chuck a pie in someone's face? I know I have. Well, now you can with the Pie-O-Rama app. It's brand new and only available for iPhone for now, but you'll be seeing a lot of them right here on Buffoon of the Week. More details in the next few weeks and months to come, but for now, check them out at pieorama.fun. Let's keep the fun rolling with some buffoons who couldn't quite earn a nomination, but they were good enough to make it as one of our dishonorable mentions.
Probably $1,000 worth of pennies and a little love note.
Those pennies dumped at Andreas Flatten's house in the middle of the night as a form of payment for his final check from A.O.K. Walker Luxury Auto Shop, according to him. They're also covered in oil.
They're covered in something. Don't know what it is, but it smells funny.
Wow, and you thought your boss was bad? Say hello to this buffoon, Miles Walker, who may just be the most passive-aggressive little biatch on the whole planet. Next up is everyone's favorite pro-communist crazy tweens magazine, Teen Vogue. They just fired their newly minted liberal woman of color editor-in-chief for racist tweets made a decade ago. Alexi McCammon was let go for clearly offensive comments that she made when she was a student, but for which she has since profusely apologized for. But she's not perfect, which means she gotta go. Looks like cancel culture is turning inward on its own. And finally, how could we not mention how President Biden did not put his best foot forward this week while climbing the stairs up to Air Force One? The White House actually claimed that the wind blew him over. Well, that doesn't help appearances, now does it? Our president can get knocked over by a stiff breeze? Of course, we hope President Biden is well and that only his ego is bruised and not his knees. Hey, no Kamala Harris jokes. Now those mentions were good, but our nominees were better. But before we reveal them, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button and please subscribe to the show. And when you do, click on that notification bell so that you never miss another one. Did you do it? Alright, great. Now let's reveal this week's nominees.
All views and opinions expressed here are not necessarily of the mainstream media and may offend some listeners. It's called political buffoonery.
This week's first nominee is Grammy Award winner Cardi B. Now, you might think it has something to do with a certain Grammy performance that set off a buzzsaw of reactions, and you'd be right, but not really. So let's get this out of the way. If you don't like Cardi B's music or presentation on stage, then don't listen and don't tune in. And before you start saying, think of the children, that's your job, people. End of sermon. One of those reacting negatively to Cardi B's Grammy performance was conservative firebrand Candace Owens.
Dr. Seuss, gone. Mr. Potato Head, problematic, not enough genders available. We've seen going through the supermarket as a traumatizing experience. We lost Aunt Jemima last year. We lost Land O'Lakes butter last year. We lost Uncle Ben and his rice last year because everything is so traumatizing for children to look at. But this spectacle, virtually what we were looking at last night was a lesbian sex scene being simulated on television, and this is considered feminist. It's iconic, it's forward, it's progressive, it's the way the world's going, Tucker, and if you don't see that, it's because you're a bigot. You don't understand. This is the way the world needs to go. I 100% agree with you in the assessment that this feels more sinister. This is starting to me to seem like it's not even left or right. It's not a political issue. This seems like an attack on American values, American traditions, and you're actually actively trying to make children aspire to things that are grotesque. This is not about diversity anymore, Tucker. It's about perversity. We are celebrating perversity in America.
So that appearance led to an 18-hour Twitter battle between Cardi B and Owens that devolved pretty much as you would expect from a Twitter battle. Name-calling, gotcha moments, a whole lot of nonsense that is buffoonery in and of itself on both sides. But the nomination goes to Cardi B because she took things way too far. You see, Cardi B posted a since-deleted tweet with a screen capture of a fake tweet that claims that Owens' brother and husband are... well, I'm not going to repeat it. This prompted Owens to declare that her family would be seeking legal action against Cardi B for defamation. Now, I'm sure that we all love a good Twitter war, but why do people always take things too far? Cardi B is a buffoon for leaping before looking. She not only failed to fact-check a fake tweet, but then she doubled down on it. We live in a world where owning someone online means more than getting it right. And Cardi B is part of that culture perpetuating this whole idea. And for that, she had to do the deletion of shame and may now be facing legal action. A fitting ending for a buffoon who seems to take everything, including her performances, way too far. Like what you see so far? Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Also, leave us a comment and tell us what you're thinking. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another show. This week's second nominee is gun activist turned would-be pillow maker and maybe the only student to get into Harvard with an SAT score under 1300, David Hogg. Remember a few months ago when Hogg woke up and decided to start a pillow company to keep up with Mike Lindell's popular MyPillow because Lindell supports Trump? Well, to the surprise of no one, not only has Hogg's dream not even gotten off the ground, but it's so far fallen flat on its face. According to published reports, there had been no announcement or website updates on Hogg's Good Pillow for over a month, and apparently Hogg and his team forgot to trademark his own company's name. Reports last week revealed that a North Carolina resident put in for the Good Pillow trademark before Hogg did. Yikes, that's gonna end up being one expensive lesson for Hogg. This whole pillow thing sounds like another one of Hogg's cries for attention. Hogg has fully embraced the limelight as a gun control activist, and that's fine. More young people should speak out about what they're passionate about. But the transition from gun issues into this dubious venture, which sounds more like political trolling than it does activism, led to his fellow advocates to question his own commitment to their cause. In fact, Cameron Kasky, I hope I got that name right, a fellow Parkland survivor, even called it a grift. Wow, now those are some pretty strong words. If it is indeed a grift, it's not a very good one if Hogg and his partners can't even secure his own chosen company name. That's like business 101, guys. And if it's an attempt at trolling, it appears that the end result is the only one that got trolled is Hogg himself. And there you have it, folks. Two buffoons whose ignorance of the law is absolutely no defense. But which one takes home the prize? Only you know for sure, so tell us who you got for Buffoon of the Week. Thanks again everyone for watching the entire video. Go get the Piorama app, throw some pies at people, it's a lot of fun. And be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can come back next week, where we'll have 2 more nominees for you, but only one can be Buffoon of the Week.